Good evening, everyone, and hello. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. I know I'm competing with good weather and all of that, so it's so nice to see you all. I'm Beverly Anderson, President and CEO of BECU. And on behalf of the entire team, we're so delighted to see you here tonight. It's been several years since we've all been together, so this was a very, very special moment for us. What a wonderful venue, by the way. This is my first time in the Seattle Art Museum, so thank you. Thank you to the Seattle Art Museum for hosting us. It brings me such great joy to address you as the first time as a CEO, and I've been on the job for about 6 months now. And I honestly believe that all the work I've done across my career has led me to this very moment, to this very role in this time. Many people ask me all the time, so why are you at BECU? What takes you there? Well, there are three things I really am excited about. First, it's such a special organization. This company is committed to its purpose, committed to serving its members and communities. And I've always known that I wanted to work for an organization that is very focused on its purpose. The second, it's all about the people. And from the BECU board, and I see many board members out there tonight, so thank you for coming, all the way to the employees, I've been made to feel so welcomed and so accepted. I actually couldn't wait to start working here. And I promise you, every morning I can't wait to get up and get to work. The third thing is, I really love all the uplifting things we do for our communities. But I actually believe the sky is the limit. There's so much more we can do. We can serve more members, we can reach more communities, and we can deliver more impact. So what's not to be excited about? And I know each of you have your own reasons for why you're a member of BECU. Some of you are actually Boeing employees. Others love the free checking accounts. Or maybe you needed a loan. Or maybe you just heard that we're different. Regardless of why you're a member, we're honored to have you, and we so appreciate the trust that you've instilled in us. We work hard every single day to try to maintain and deepen that trust. Now, I've had the pleasure of visiting many of our neighborhood financial centers, we call them NFCs, around the area. And I've been blown away by the relationship between our member consultants and you, our members. There's this air of mutual engagement and respect. It's like we're all on a journey together. It's people helping people, and I love that. And I'll never forget the time that I showed up to work for the very first time in the Tukwila Financial Center. Have any of you ever gone down there to do business or to transact? Oh my God, it's like Grand Central Station in New York City. It's so busy. And I even texted my friends. I'm like, you guys, it's like the teller lines are like the TSA pre-check lines in Atlanta's airport. This is insane. And so I wandered over to one of the walls, and it talked about BECU's sort of history. And it talked about how Boeing employees would have to bring their own tools to work. And so the employees got together, they figured out how to pool their resources, and they determined how to make loans to each other so they could all succeed. Now, we are a much more holistic cooperative than back in those days. We have a full range of financial services for our members. But at our core, our purpose is still reminiscent of our roots. As a cooperative, we bring people together to improve the financial well-being of our members and their communities. And after 30 years of being in the financial services industry, I'm here to tell you that credit unions are uniquely positioned to serve members in our communities in a way that financial institutions just aren't able to do or aren't incented to do. BECU is and will remain always grounded in our purpose. Tonight, I'm just one representative of BECU. If you're one of those members who just loves our cooperative, then it's because of the 2,800 employees who are passionate about serving you every day. I hope you've experienced their passion, maybe when you've contacted the contact center or you've visited one of our NFCs, or maybe even when you engage with us digitally, you feel the passion. So I want to take a moment and thank our employees for all the great work you do every day. Thank you, Team BECU. So now, let me give you some comforting news. Despite all of the craziness of the last few years and all of the information over the last few weeks about bank failures, liquidity challenges, I'm here to tell you that your cooperative continues to stand strong financially. Over the past year, we've increased our membership and we are on solid financial footing. Our members have grown to 1.4 million members. And we have nearly $29 billion in assets. And deposits, which you've heard so much about over the last few weeks, and some organizations are really struggling with deposits. Our deposits have been quite stable at about $26 billion, and that's off of record growth during the pandemic where the stimulus money was quite rapid in the system. Our loan portfolio also grew in 2022 to $16 billion. And that's because you were busy doing things. Members were buying homes and autos, investing in businesses, and accessing home equity to make those great improvements, or funding life's needs and wants. And also, thanks to our strong capital and liquidity position, we are well positioned to withstand any economic uncertainty. At the end of 2022, our net worth ratio, this is our, the excess of our assets and liabilities, was well over 10%. Much more than the regulators even would love us to have. So we're in a good financial position to serve you for many years to come. So how does the health of our credit union really support you? And I'd like to say that we're patient partners. We can invest and commit in you for the long run. Other financial institutions care much more about short-term gains and profits. Other institutions measure their success by what they call return to shareholders. But we measure our success based upon return to member. And our return to member are the ways in which we serve you with great rates and lower fees relative to bank averages. And in 2022, we returned $362 million to our members. On average, that's $265 per member. That's real cash. Cash for savings, for investing in your future, or buying something really important. And one example of the way that we generate return to member are through some really cool programs that we do. One that I loved and I was so excited to learn about when I joined this credit union is called Reprice Program. So for our eligible members who have loans or cards, we lower the rates, not because you ask us, you don't have to call us and ask for it, but because your scores improve, your credit score improves, and we do it automatically. Nowhere have I seen a program like this anywhere in the industry. This is really an example of how we work hard to serve you. In addition to us delivering financial strength, we've also worked on some improvements, thanks in large part to your feedback to us. And one of the big items that you tell us about all the time is how long you have to wait in line in our NFCs, or how long the hold times are. So we've certainly heard you, and we've made some improvements. There are 4 things that we've done recently that we want to tell you about tonight. 1, we've hired more staff in our NFCs and more staff in our contact centers. The second is we've introduced something called virtual banking, and you're going to hear a little bit more about that in a few minutes, and I'm excited about that. Third, we've created a dedicated phone line So if you have questions about a loan application, you can call us quickly and conveniently and get the answers. And fourth, we're opening 2 more NFCs, one in Monroe and one in Columbia City. So we're certainly doing our best to alleviate some of those pain points for you. The other thing we've done is try to find ways to help save you money. So we've increased our rates on deposits, and we've lowered fees for both our consumer and business members. So hopefully you'll start to notice some of those things as well. We've improved your financial health. So take something like an authorized user on one of your cards. Well, we now report those authorized users to the credit bureau, which helps improve your credit. And we're doing that for teen users as well.
Bueno, el programa piloto de lenguaje en español es un programa que se enfoca en ayudar a nuestros miembros en español. Es un programa que desarrollamos con empleados que tenemos en diferentes centros financieros, quienes han querido por años poder ayudar a nuestros miembros en su lenguaje.
Es muy importante poder ayudar a las personas en su lengua natal, porque es muy importante que entiendan todo lo que se les ofrece, todos los programas y servicios que BECU ofrece para la comunidad. Y me da mucho gusto, mucha alegría saber que la comunidad hispana, la comunidad latina puede ser ayudada en su lengua natal para que puedan entender y mejorarse.
Personalmente, yo sé el impacto que ha tenido este programa. Mi mamá habla español y usualmente necesita ayuda con interpretación, y bueno, este piloto le ha ayudado a ella a poder ir a BECU y recibir ayuda de nuestros empleados en español, y ha transformado en la manera que ella puede hacer negocios con BECU y en la manera que ella tiene acceso a nuestros centros financieros.
Este programa es muy importante para mí personalmente porque me recuerda mucho a mis padres. Vengo de una familia que son inmigrantes, su inglés no es muy bueno, y me da mucha felicidad el poder saber que pueden venir a una institución financiera, a un banco como BECU, y se les puede atender en español. Solamente sigue mejorando. Estamos muy emocionados por el futuro que pueda tener este programa, e igual poderlo extender tal vez en un futuro para otros lenguajes también.
Video banking is the future of banking, not just for BECU, but the entire banking industry. We use a platform which allows for a seamless digital interactive experience where we can actually follow the member as they navigate throughout becu.org and interact with them as if we are sitting across from them at the NFCs. Video banking allows us to meet members where they are on their terms, which creates a tremendous amount of convenience for them. I've seen members who cannot leave the room that they stay in be able to have their own bank account for the first time. I've seen new mothers able to feed their infant more comfortably and with more privacy while business accounts and loans are open for them. And I've seen members who have moved abroad able to remain BECU members for life. I'm very proud to say that from the beginning, building this new channel from the ground up, we always came back to the one thing that drives all of our decisions, the member experience.
So those were 2 programs really focused on providing financial health to our members. Spanish banking, language, and the leveraging of technology through innovation to create video banking for people to have more convenient ways of doing business with us. We believe those things will truly impact our members' lives. Now let me take a few minutes and talk to the 76,000 business members that we have. We know you play a critical role in our society. You create jobs, you provide resources, and you make our communities a better place to live, work, and play. However, we know that the last few years of the pandemic were tough, and now there are even challenges post-pandemic. Rising inflation, customer behavior shifts, and labor and supply shortages. But one of the things we know is that you've demonstrated resilience through all of those challenges, and many of our business members are thriving. You've shared your success stories with us, and we've celebrated them. As we move forward, we want to continue to be a partner and an advocate, finding ways to help you grow your business. We also want to make sure that it's easier for you to do business with us. So over the last few years, we've truly started to invest and enhance our business banking experiences. We've introduced an online banking platform specifically for businesses. We've added new services that you need, such as payroll, card processing, point-of-sale capabilities. We've offered free marketing campaigns for you, things such as our Passport program and Small Business Saturday. We also know that our business members love a trusted advisor. You all often ask our member consultants questions like, how do I start a business? Or how do I write a business plan? Or what things should I do to grow? So we've started to offer things like quarterly financial education programs. And we partner with a great organization called Business Impact Northwest. This organization provides many services to support our businesses. We launched this program in 2022. We have had 315 BECU business members go through some of these really important programs and very helpful programs. So if you're out there and you're thinking, maybe I should start a business, or I'm really ready to take my business to the next level, know that we have ways, we have programs that are really beneficial for you. We've committed over $100,000 over the last 4 years in scholarship programs for veteran-owned, women-owned, and BIPOC-owned businesses. And we look forward to working with many of you. In addition to our commitment to businesses, we also leverage the strength of our commercial real estate lending program to expand our affordable housing loan program. Last year, we funded $20 million in commercial real estate loans that supported 190 affordable housing units in our community. A really good example of this is our relationship with Mount Banker Housing Association. This is a local nonprofit affordable housing developer. We partnered with them on a project in South Seattle, and we're super excited about the ways in which we're helping alleviate a pain point around affordable housing in our community. Another area where we're lending our expertise is in financial education. Now, many of you know that you've got financial goals, and they may be unique to your own journey. Some of you maybe dream of buying a home. Others are saving for retirement. Others are thinking about how to pay down debt. The key to achieving these goals is by building a healthy relationship with money. And financial education at any age can go a long way to creating that healthy relationship. Do you remember when you first learned about money? I do. I was a little girl living in Paducah, Kentucky, and my dad helped me get all dressed up to go down to the local bank to get my first passbook savings and checking account. And I remember always, every month, loving the art of reconciliation down to the penny. And you know, that sounds so funny, but it helped me start my journey. We know that so many Americans still struggle with their finances. A recent survey shows that less than 50% of Americans could manage a $1,000 unexpected expense without taking on a loan that they weren't planning for or leaning into their credit cards. So BECU has created a financial education team, and we provide, great training on things like emergency savings, how to budget, how to get out of debt for our members and our communities. We also have these financial health specialists who work one-on-one with our members in very intimate ways to get them on the right financial journey. Over 13,000 people have taken advantage of our financial education programs in the last year, and we love doing this work, and we hope to do much more of it. Thank you. We know that building financial resilient communities takes a village. And we do this work, but we don't do it alone. We have incredible community partners and nonprofit partners who are making a difference. Last year, we granted $8.5 million to many of these partners, some of whom you see on the screen, and we're excited about the work that they're doing. I had the pleasure of meeting some of the partners recently at a reception. And as I learned more and more about the great work they're doing in financial access and workforce development, it just warmed my heart. These organizations and their leaders are making a true difference in our society. So if we have any partners out there, I just say thank you again for all of your incredible work. And in addition to our corporate philanthropy, we also have the BECU Foundation that does incredible work. The foundation has expanded its focus beyond scholarships, which is where we've always played, to taking on important topics like housing stability and green energy. So let's hear from a couple of our foundation leaders and a couple of nonprofit partners doing work in this space.
It's one thing to say you want to help improve the financial health of our communities. It's another thing to be able to get up every day and meet that challenge and have the ability to work with an amazing team, board of directors, and a network of community partners that do an amazing job of ensuring our communities are living their best financial lives.
One of our great partners is the Refugee Artisan Initiative, and I'm truly inspired by their work. They empower refugee women to enter the workforce and help them become economically independent and self-sufficient.
Refugee and immigrant women come to the U.S. facing many challenges to find employment because language, transportation, childcare make a lot of these women not able to have access to job markets. What we do is recognize that sewing is a universal language, that women from all over the world to Seattle can use their handcraft and sewing skill, making products out of recycle, upcycle material. So it is a win-win, win for the environment, win for the women that are able to use their skill to become self-sufficient.
The founder just cares very deeply about, I think, the human experience. She's resourceful, she's empathetic, and she leads with her heart.
BECU's philosophy and race mission is like a perfect glove that fit together. So when I saw the grant, I felt like it was written for us as an organization, literally.
El Centro de la Raza strives to use social, cultural, educational, economic, and civic activities to bring together people of all races to build what Dr. King referred to as the beloved community. The support that El Centro de la Raza has received from the BECU Foundation has been incredibly important. There are not many funds out there available to assist families at risk of eviction and homelessness. And these funds have meant that we've been able to directly help many families. On behalf of everyone at El Centro de la Raza, we'd like to say mil gracias, thank you.
when you're out in the community and you hear those success stories, you see families thriving, you see families growing. That's when you know that you're doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. That's when you know that you're helping families succeed. BECU Foundation wants to see our communities thrive.
It's so moving to see the work that our foundation is doing in the community. Deep and meaningful relationships with our partners say that we are truly doing work that's yielding results. And I'm so excited that these relationships reflect the credit union philosophy, again, of people helping people. So well done to the BECU Foundation. So I'm getting ready to close this part of the program, but I just want to tell you how excited I am about the possibilities and the opportunities before us. We're the largest credit union in Washington State, and we're the 4th largest credit union in the country. And a lot of that's due to you, your support, your trust in us. But it doesn't matter how big we are. What truly matters is our ability to support you and to help you be successful on your financial journey. So I'm excited about where we're headed from here. There's a lot to look forward to as a part of BECU's future. And thank you for being such a great member and supporter of our cooperative. Thank you very much.